Why homeowners should know, like, and trust their contractor before even calling. Hiring a contractor shouldn't feel like a gamble, but for most homeowners, that's exactly what it is. You meet someone for a short consultation. They seem friendly, they nod at the right places, and they tell you that they can do the work. They show you a few photos, hand you a quote, and now you're supposed to make a decision that involves tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars and months of disruption in your home. You're not basing that decision on deep understanding or real confidence. You're basing it on a few hours of interaction or maybe a referral from someone you know. It's no wonder why so many homeowners end up halfway through a project before they finally learn the truth about the person they hired. I think we can do better. You shouldn't have to wait until the demo is done to find out if your contractor communicates well. You shouldn't have to wait until a surprise pops up to see how they handle pressure. You shouldn't have to wait until there's a problem to learn whether they'll take responsibility or make excuses. Those are things you should already know before you ever sign a contract. That's what it means to know, like, and trust your contractor. Understanding how they think, how they talk, how they solve problems, and whether their values line up with yours. Most homeowners want the same things. Someone who's honest, someone who's reliable, someone who explains things clearly, and someone who does the job right. But you can't tell much of that from a brochure or a price quote. You learn those things by watching how a person communicates, how they break down a problem, how they explain the reasoning behind their decisions. You learn those things by hearing them talk about their work when they're not trying to sell you something. That's exactly why I'm making these videos, so you can listen to me the same way you would listen to a friend that you trust. No pressure, no pitch, just perspective. In the past, you only found out who your contractor was when something went wrong. Maybe the project stalled, maybe the budget slipped, maybe the communication broke down. Maybe a mistake happened and you got a glimpse into their character, whether they owned it or pushed the blame onto someone else. But by then, you're already committed. These videos let you see who I am before any of that. If I'm your contractor, I want you to choose me because you already understand my process. You understand my personality and my priorities. There's another reason this matters. Renovation is personal. We're not just working on a building, we're working on your home. Your routines are affected. Your privacy is affected. Your family's day-to-day life is affected. Renovation is intrusive by nature, which makes trust absolutely essential. I want homeowners to feel confident inviting us into their space, not because the price was right, because they've seen enough of how we think to feel comfortable with the relationship. And it goes both ways. These videos aren't just about you choosing me. They're also about me choosing you. When someone watches 10, 20, or even 50 of these videos and they still reach out, I know they're already aligned with our values. They understand the importance of planning, of communication, documentation, sequencing, cleanliness, doing things the right way. They're not looking for the cheapest bid or the fastest turnaround. They're looking for a partner. They're looking for someone who sees their home the way they see it, as something worth doing well. That alignment makes everything smoother. It reduces misunderstandings, it speeds up decisions, it keeps expectations clear. It makes the relationship better, and better relationships make better projects. When a homeowner knows what we stand for before we ever walk through their door, we're starting from a place of mutual respect instead of uncertainty. That's the difference between a stressful project and a remarkable one. So when I talk about know, like, and trust, it's not a sales pitch, it's a filter. It's a standard. It's the way for both sides to start a major life-disrupting project with clarity instead of guesswork. These videos give you a chance to know me well before you ever call. And if what I'm saying resonates with you, if the way I think lines up with what you want for your contractor, then we're already halfway to a great working relationship. And if it doesn't, then you've saved yourself time, money, and frustration. That's why I'm recording all of this. So you don't have to gamble. So you don't have to hope you've made the right choice. So you can choose your contractor with confidence because you already understand the way that I see the world. That's what know, like, and trust really means. And that's why I'm committed to building that trust long before I ever step foot in your home.